In the middle of a forest where sunlight drips like honey through the trees, a little Pikachu wandered softly, his cheeks glowing and his tail swishing behind him like a yellow lightning bolt made of joy. He wasn't running from anything. He was running towards something, though he didn't know what. He just felt it. A gentle pull in his heart like a whispered wish. Pikachu had played in many parts of the forest before. He danced with butterflies, slid down grassy hills, and even tried to raise a squirrel once. He lost, but laughed anyway. But today, he wanted something different. Something small and quiet, something that made him feel warm inside. After tiptoeing through tall grass and sniffing the breeze for a while, he came upon a clearing covered in soft moss. It was so green it almost looked painted. In the very center was a little lump of loose, dirt-like soil, and growing from it was a single, perfect mushroom. It was shaped like a tiny bell, with a slender stem and a cap that looked like it could ring softly if the wind kissed it just right. There were specks of soil on the mushroom's top, like freckles on a sleepy face. Pikachu gasped in delight and padded closer. "Hello there," he whispered, eyes sparkling. "You're beautiful." The mushroom, of course, didn't answer. But Pikachu tilted his head and smiled. "That's okay. You don't have to talk. I talk enough for both of us." He sat down beside the mushroom gently, not wanting to squish the moss, and reached out a paw to brush away a bit of dust. It felt soft, like a tiny forest pillow. From that moment on, the two became friends. Pikachu named the mushroom Toto. "You look like a Toto," he said thoughtfully. "Small, strong, and magical." The sun warmed the clearing, and Pikachu felt something even warmer blooming in his chest. He leaned back and imagined the mushroom wasn't just a mushroom, but a wizard's hat, or a magical umbrella, or maybe even a door to a secret underground mushroom kingdom. And just like that, the games began. Pikachu acted out stories for Toto. He climbed imaginary trees to pluck glittery fruit that tasted like strawberry clouds. He sipped pretend puddle water and pretended it turned him invisible. He stood very still and giggled. He even gave Toto a little crown made of yellow petals. "You're King Toto now," Pikachu announced proudly. "Ruler of the Garden of Good Dreams." All around them, the forest felt alive with joy. A curious squirrel peeked from behind a branch. A ladybug crawled across Pikachu's ear. And a gentle breeze passed through like a whisper, "Stay here a while." They played like that for hours, creating a magical garden with pretend bridges made from twigs, mossy castles, and stone pathways. Pikachu placed a shiny pebble beside Toto as an offering, like a royal gem. He didn't need toys. Didn't need loud noises or big crowds. He just needed this, a friend who listened with stillness and stayed with their whole heart. As the days passed, more forest friends visited the little garden. A bluebird dropped feathers for decoration. A bunny brought a piece of bark shaped like a smile. Even a shy raccoon left behind a shiny button, which Pikachu declared to be the Royal Moon Medal. And Toto remained always quiet, always kind, always there. Sometimes, Pikachu would curl up beside Toto and dream. He imagined flying through the stars on a cloud, with Toto floating beside him like a glowing lantern. He dreamed of rainbow trees that dropped giggles instead of fruit, and puddles that sang lullabies when you jumped in them. Pikachu never felt lonely anymore, because he knew Toto was there, even when nothing was said. It was a friendship made of stillness and sunshine, imagination and tiny, true feelings. One evening, as the sky turned soft and purple, Pikachu sat quietly next to Toto and watched the fireflies twinkle above. He leaned his head against the mushroom's cap and whispered, "I've seen many wonderful things. But you, Toto, you're the most wonderful." And in that moment, with the stars above and moss below, the world felt full, not with noise or sparks, but with something deeper. Love. Friendship. The kind you don't have to explain. So, every day after that, Pikachu returned to the little clearing. Sometimes he brought a pebble. Sometimes a flower. Sometimes he just brought a story to tell. But he always brought his heart. And Toto, the little mushroom with the bell-shaped cap and freckled top, always stayed, a quiet friend in a magical forest where love grew in the softest soil. Yellow Heart, the end. Or maybe it's just the beginning of your story, waiting in the next forest clearing.